Coach Betty Rocker here. Welcome to today's arms, back, and core workout. We've got a great upper body circuit. You'll be done in about 25 minutes. The only props that you'll really need today are some resistance type weighted objects. So you could use anything from your water bottles that you may have at home, water jugs, laundry jugs come in handy here, or of course you can always use dumbbells. They're a great option. If you'd like to have an elevated surface nearby, maybe you're in your house and you've got your couch handy or even a chair, this can be really helpful if we're going to get into some of those push-up type movements, or the plank position might be helpful. If you don't want to be all the way down on the mat, it's just a great variation to help you build up the strength in your upper body. So let's get right into this. Actually, we'll start down on the mat and we're going to do some bird dog crunches to really activate the core, work a little bit of the upper back and rear deltoids. So come on down into tabletop. That's where your hands are planted just below shoulders. We're going to check in with our core, just make sure that we're not in a hyper-flexed or extended back position. Just really give a little bit of a core engagement here to your abs. And let's go ahead and start by extending our right arm and left leg. From here, we're going to crunch everything together underneath our body. So crunch and extend, crunch and extend, crunch and extend. And if this is a little bit too hard to balance, go ahead and just work that leg and keep both of your hands down on the mat. Just feel how that feels and work within your limits. You've got 5 seconds left on this side, and we're going to switch right now. So left arm comes forward, right leg goes back. We're really working those obliques. And each time you reach that arm up and forward, feel how that's working your back muscles. Your back muscles have to work to lift that arm up and out behind you. Be light through your hand. Have an even balance between your left knee and right hand so that you're not putting too much pressure on that wrist. You can also take a soft fist variation if that's helpful. Last one, and quick breather. Grab some weighted objects. We're going to set up for some biceps curls. Going to go ahead and grab some here. Come to standing, rolling the shoulders back into their sockets, engaging my core. I'm going to go ahead and do slow and controlled double biceps curls. Now another fun variation, of course, is you can do alternating arm bicep curls. You don't have to do them both at the same time. This can be helpful if you have varying amounts of resistance at home. Maybe you have something that's a little bit heavy and doing two at the same time doesn't feel good. Just so that you have lots of ways that you can work on these biceps curls. Just very important that we're keeping that chest elevated and we're not rounding forward at the shoulders. Now, I've got about 15 seconds left on the clock. I'm doing this workout for time. If you get to the point where you have had you're like at your limit with your biceps curls, please stop before me and just give a quick rest. But you're welcome to join me for the full set. Last one. And we're going to come back down to the mat. Now we're going to be doing some push-ups here. So I'll start out on an elevation push-up. So I'm going to come into my elevated push-up, which is a great variation. We're going to have hands stacked below shoulders. 1 and 2 push-ups. And now we're going to do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, knees into the chest, mountain climbers. So 2 push-ups, followed by 4 mountain climbers. Nice job, come on, work for it. Hold your core in strong, keep your head and neck in a nice neutral position. 1, 2 push-ups, we're about halfway through our first set of these. Doing great. Come on, 2 push-ups, work for that chest, strong chest. And we're balancing it out today with lots of back strengthening. Coming right up. 1, 2 push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4 with the mountain climbers. Feeling those abs working, your lower abdominals really turning on. Last 5 seconds. Finish strong. Finish your push-ups or finish your mountain climbers. Great job. Now, if you're not already down on the mat all the way, go ahead and come all the way down onto your stomach. Extending your arms, extending your legs. I'll start out just with the leg lifts. So I'm just going to lift and lower my legs. And then if you feel like it, you go ahead and add in your upper body.
So putting the Superwoman together, we're lifting our legs and our arms at the same time. Now as you lift your arms, you'll feel your back, your upper back working. Your glutes are serving as an accessory here. Most of the work is coming from your lower back. Now we're about halfway through this first set. So at this point, I'm going to invite you to go ahead and draw your elbows back in towards your ribs each time you lift up. This is going to give you a little bonus work for your lats, your mid-traps, and a little tiny bit your rhomboids. So lift up and really squeeze those elbows in and up and back. Great job, last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. You can actually stay down, or you can bring your body up to your elevated surface. Your choice, just like we did with those push-up mountain climbers. Now I want you to find your plank pose, whether you're elevated or down on your mat. From here, I want you to just bring your left elbow up and to the side, and then I want you to bring your right knee over to your elbow. Right elbow comes up and to the side, left knee comes over to that elbow. Repeat. Walk, up, and cross. So whichever arm comes up and out to the side, the opposite knee is going to come over and across. Key points here to keep in mind are to work on keeping your upper body stable and keeping that core nice and tight and engaged. Great job. You'll really feel this working your rhomboids. I have to stop and think sometimes here, which side do I do? It's just your opposite knee coming across to the arm that you just raised. 3 seconds to go. Finish strong. And that works great with your hands up on the side of your elevated surface too. You don't have to be down on the mat. However you do it, it should just be challenging for you. Next movement, I'm going to grab some weighted objects and let's go ahead and stand up tall and bend our arms to 90 degrees. From here, we're going to bring our arms up and out and then back, back down, and tuck them into your sides. Very important here that we have our shoulders back in their sockets and that we have a nice, tight, engaged core. So we don't have an arched back here. Nice. No need to rush these. Articulate these movements nice and slow. You're working your shoulders here, getting a little bit of the forearm movement in, which is opposite to what a lot of us do throughout the day. Great work. Come on, back, down, and you can stop at any point. If you start to fatigue a little bit too much, you stop and let me finish the set. You can go as far as you can go. I know you might have a different amount of weight sets at home, so just work within a good range for you. Gonna bend the knees, and actually, my next move, I need these weighted objects. So I'm gonna go ahead and just give myself a quick breather, and then pick them back up again. Here we go. Now this one, we're gonna come into a chair sit. In yoga, the chair sit is where we bend our knees, and we engage our core. I'm gonna bring those arms back, up by my sides. Elbows are in tight to my body. And I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3 kickbacks. After those 3 kickbacks, weighted objects come down, and we're gonna do 3 reverse flies. So arms come up and out with control. And repeat. Elbows in close to our body, elbows come up, and we're gonna extend back for 3, 2, and 1. Arms down, shoulders back, core engaged, and we're flying. Arms come up and out, nice and smooth and controlled. Again, elbows come up and we extend back. 1, 2, and 3. Last one. Great job. All right, way to rock it. Okay, you've just worked through your very first round. Go ahead and bend the knees this time for real. Set your weighted objects down. We're going to come right back into a bird dog crunch again, top of our circuit. So come back to your tabletop position. Let's start again. Right arm extends, left leg is back. From here, we crunch everything together. Back, in, and in. Great work, come on. About 15 seconds left on this side. Let's go quickly here. In and out, in and out. Really working those obliques, warming up that shoulder again. So strong. go. You got it. Come on, lift and crunch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, standing biceps curls. Grab yourself some weighted objects, and remember you have options for this one. It's a full minute, so I recommend using single arm biceps curls, especially if you have a good amount of weight. But listen to your body. You might want to go for reps on these ones where you're really working against resistance. I like to work within an 8 to 12 rep range when I'm doing a circuit. So you can count to yourself, or if you have very light weight, you might want to do a full minute of just double bicep curls. That might give you a better pump, that might give you a better workout. Just know you have options. Play around with how much resistance you have to work with. And you've got about 25 seconds left here. How are you doing? Now, for me, this weight feels good. I'm able to keep my elbows in close to my rib cage. I'm not having to recruit other muscles just to pull the weight up to my chest. That's important for amount of weight selection. Keep going. Keep your core in nice and tight. You've got 5 seconds to go. Come on. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing job. All right. I'm going to go ahead and set down the weighted objects. And we're going to do another set of 2 push-ups to 4 mountain climbers. So I'm going to use my elevated surface again. You can do these down on the mat too. That would be fine. That would be amazing. Super proud of you, however you're getting through these. 4 mountain climbers, 2 push-ups. 4 mountain climbers, and 2 push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4. I chose today to do an elevated push-up because I feel like I've got a lot with the Renegade rows, a lot of chest, and I definitely can tell that this is working for me because I'm feeling a lot of challenge in doing the elevated push-up today. Woo! Just listening to the body. 10 seconds left. Hold that core in nice and strong. Come on, you've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Oh my gosh. Superwoman lifts. Bring yourself down onto your stomach. And we're gonna go right into those Superwoman lifts with trap activators, this set. So as you lift up, bring your elbows back and into your rib cage. Nicely done. Keep your gaze neutral. Don't look up or down. You've got this. Lift and lower. So nice and smooth and controlled. So the wider your feet go, the more control and the less challenging this will be. The more close in you bring your feet, the more challenging it will be. It just recruits more of your lower back strength. So don't feel like you have to prove anything. Just work on practicing this. See where you're at. See where you can challenge yourself further. Lift up. Squeeze your elbows in. Anytime you need to take a quick break, go right ahead. But push yourself as much as you can. Come on, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome work. Okay, we're gonna come back into those arm lifts with the knee cross under. Whew. Set yourself back up. Remember, you can do this in elevated plank or regular plank down on your mat. So I'm gonna start out, left arm comes up, right knee crosses to elbow. Right arm comes up, left knee crosses over. Repeat. Gaze stays in neutral. I don't look down or up. I focus on my form, and it's challenging, right? Because your hips are gonna wanna shift around because you're gonna be only on 3 contacting points as you work through this. Either 2 hands and 1 leg, or the opposite. And you'll notice how flawsome I am. I can, sometimes when I'm talking, I'll skip a side or do 2 on the same side. It all evens out. It's all good, keep going. I'm having my feet be pretty wide here. That feels good to me, feels nice and stable. I notice I'm not shifting my hips around as much with a wide base. So go ahead and try that out. Last one. Wow. That is a super challenging shoulder and core stability movement. How'd you like it? We're gonna grab some weighted objects. And here we go. Coming back up to standing. Gonna bend them, arms right at my sides. Core is engaged, body is upright. Elbows come up to the side. Then I bring my arms back up, down, into the side, up, and this time, let's bring them in. So out, down, in, up, back, in, out, down, in. Just try it out. It's gonna feel really intense on those shoulders. Don't let your shoulders collapse in. Keep your core nice and strong. I forgot to do my chest press, but I'm doing it now. Don't worry if you're not perfect. Being perfect is not the goal. Our form we want to strive for as close to perfect as possible. But if you get your reps or you miss something, it's all good. Last one. So good. Do you feel that in your shoulders? I sure do. Okay, now we're going to do those kickbacks to flies. So let's go ahead and engage our core. Shoulders roll back in their sockets. We're going to sit it down into a chair sit position, hinging forward slightly, elbows bend, and we kick it back. 1, 2, 3. Arms in front of us, reset the shoulders, and fly. Nice and smooth on those flies. Just come up to your shoulder height, and again, kick it back. 1, 2, and 3. You got this. Arms down, shoulders back and open, and up. 2, and 3. Feel those muscles in your back working to support you. That is what we're doing today, having a really good balance between our chest and back muscles, activating the core, and that means your front abs plus your lower back muscles. They all work together. Last 5 seconds, finish up where you're at. I'm gonna finish up my third. There we go. Awesome job, you just finished round 2. Gonna bend the knees to set down that weighted object. Moving back through this entire circuit one final time. Are you with me? I can't wait to hear your check-ins after you're done with this today. Hear how you did. Plant your hands below your shoulders, extend your left leg, right arm. Let's crunch it in and extend it out. Notice each time you extend it out, that rear delt is working. You're really opening and stretching out your chest as you sweep your body open. Don't kick your leg up so high that you're hyperextending your lower back. You should just feel a nice glute lift here and a nice spinal expansion. Good. Switch sides. Left arm, right leg. Lift, open and out. Keep your gaze nice and neutral. 15 seconds to go. You're doing amazing. Hang in there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So glad you're doing this with me. I'm always so much more motivated to work out when you're here. Come on up. We're going to do our final set of biceps curls. Here we go. And again, shoulders back into their sockets. Engage your core. And I'm going to alternate sides. Alternating sides. And you can count your reps if you prefer that, depending on how much weight you have. And if you're in a position where you're like, you know, my weight is just too easy, it's too light, one thing you can do is what's called an eccentric contraction. That's where you come down very slowly. So when we crunch it up, it's a concentric contraction. That's where the attachment points get shorter or closer together. And an eccentric contraction is when they're getting farther apart. So if you slow down the contraction on the way down, you'll be able to really work those muscle fibers even more. And it's a little hack that you can use if you happen to be in like a hotel gym or someplace where you just don't have access to a variety of weighted objects. You've got 5 seconds left. You're doing great. Last one. Finish up your both sides. Great job. And we're gonna come back to our final set of the double push-up and 4 mountain climbers. I'm taking my elevated surface again, because that seems to be super supportive for me today. Let's get right into it. 2 push-ups 4 mountain climbers. Bring those knees up high. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep your head and neck in neutral. Nice flat back. Don't let your back arch. Great job, Rockstar. You got this. You're already about halfway through. 2 push-ups, 4 mountain climbers. Working those lower abs, working your chest. Biceps are activating as well to support you in the push-up. If it feels really challenging with the push-up right now, it's because you just did bicep curls and we're burning them out for a reason. I want you to really feel this workout. It might be only 20, 25 minutes, but you're gonna leave feeling complete. So good. Last 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. All right, let's bring it down. Last set of Superwoman lifts. We're gonna add those trapezial activators in. Trapezial. That sounds fun. Come on down. And arms extend and lift. Squeeze everything in and together. Squeeze it all in and together. Great job. No need to rush these. Breathe evenly. Really just focus on your form. This is your last opportunity to do this move in this circuit. So make it count. We're doing it for a very good reason. We want to really keep that lower back strong. We want to make sure that we train it in conjunction with our forward-facing abdominals, because your core is really that full surrounding tissue all around your lower spine. So important for it to be nice and balanced. We're also targeting the upper back muscles as we lift up and squeeze the elbows in. You're doing amazing. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Okay, we're going to stay down. We're going to come into those rows with the crunch. So get yourself into a plank position or elevate your hands onto your box. I'm going to stabilize my base. Make sure I don't have an arched back. Left arm comes up, right knee crosses over. Right arm comes up, left knee crosses over. Alternate at your own pace. Right, and then left, left, and then right. You've got this. Work on not letting your hips raise, keeping your base nice and stable. I know this one's challenging. This is the last set. You're doing so well. Hang in there. You can be proud when you're done. At any point, if you're down like me, and you're like, I need to take some pressure off, put yourself right up, walk your hands right up onto the side of your couch, and finish your set. That is how we get stronger. You just keep moving with a variation. Come on, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, wow. How you doing? Okay, we just have 2 moves left. We're almost done. Grab some weighted objects, and we're gonna add onto what we did before. Shoulders back in their sockets, bend the arms, bring the elbows up and out, bring the arms back, elbows in, press up, down, back, down, and in. So it's up, back, in, press up, down, out, forward, and then down. Lots to think about through here. Take your time. You don't have to rush this. As you bring your arms over your head, remember to keep your core tight to your body and engaged. Don't let your back arch. That's what it's going to want to do. This is a lot for those shoulders. Slow it down. You're doing amazing. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful work. I know that one was tough. All right, roll all those shoulders back. Get yourself set up in the chair pose. Go ahead and sink your hips back. Engage your core. Hinge it forward slightly. Elbows tight to your body. And we're going to do 3, 2, 1 extensions. Arms come forward. Chest stays open. And 1, 2, 3 flies. Back to the extensions. 1, 2, and 3, really working the triceps with that one. Now for this one, it's really working the rhomboids in between your shoulder blades, which help counterbalance your chest muscles. So important to have that balance. Triceps are going to counterbalance your biceps. So this workout today is really targeting agonist-antagonist muscles. That means that they do the opposite job of each other, and that's really important to help us stay super balanced. Great work. 1, 2, keep that core engaged. 3, and last 3, here it is. This is the end, finish strong. 2, and 3. Oh, come up to standing. You rocked that. So proud of you. Bend the knees to set down your weighted objects. Have some water, if you have some water handy. Woo! Awesome work. Really, really proud of you. Now, I highly recommend that we stretch our chest open. So find a wall or some surface that you can put your flat elbow and flat wrist against the side of at about a 90-degree bend from your body. And don't be in too close or too far away. Now we're going to take a step forward with the same side leg as the arm we were stretching and just sink into that, allowing that to stretch through our chest. Only stretch this to a point where it feels good for you. That might look a little different than how my stretch is. Listen to your body. I like to say on a 1 to 10 scale, a stretch should feel like your version of a 7, and your 7 and my 7 are both a good hurt feeling. An 8 would be ow hurts, 5 or 6 just feels good. So find that sweet spot where it's like a good hurt feeling, not painful, and just hold that. And then let's go ahead and do the other side. Ooh, that feels really good. Gonna bend the elbow, flat wrist, and we're gonna step forward. If at any point this stretch does not feel good to you, or there's any discomfort or pain, please stop. That does not the stretch for you. And there's lots of options for stretches, and I want to link you to the full body stretch guide here on the blog so that you can check out some additional variations if some of these don't work for you. I invite you to use that as a resource anytime you're doing one of my workouts. Go use it's all divided by body parts for you. Okay, let's do some arm circles. Nice. And let's go the other direction. Great job. All right, Rockstar, awesome job. Feel free to follow that up with some additional stretches, anything that feels good to you. Thank you so much for joining me today for this workout and to really optimize the workouts and how they really target your goals. I really invite you to use one of my healthy eating guides, which always includes unique recipes, customized daily menus so that you can find the best fit for you and your lifestyle. Definitely check those out here on thebettyrocker.com. And as always, I'm Betty Rocker, and you are so awesome and amazing. I'll see you again real soon. Bye for now.